I have one VHS, 20 DVDs, 8 Blu-rays, one 4K, and 2 CDs for this update. This one VHS I got at ID shop yesterday. Fireworks Pictures movie distributed by DEJ Productions. Call Me with Uncharted Territory was released on video by Warner Home Video. Rating pending in Canada. November 8th, 2004. And now onto the DVDs, which these first 6 are the ones I've acquired within the last couple of weeks. Warner Bros. Movie Call Me a Regency. This is the very last Regency Enterprises movie that was distributed by Warner Brothers. Internationally, this movie was released by 20th Century Fox. Blockbuster date is February 4th, 2008. This is the third and final film of the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy, which consists of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and this movie. Now I have all 3 of the Three Flavors Cornetto movies. Focus Features movie Call Me a Working Title. Not only US, but France and the UK. Or just the UK, I believe. Released on DVD by Entertainment One here in Canada. The first film in the Tremor series, and this is the only one that I'm ever gonna get. The only one I'm gonna get in my collection. There's way too many of these movies, and they're all not that great from what I hear. This movie currently does not have a Blu-ray release, so that's why I got it. This is the very first Fox Searchlight Pictures movie ever released. Call Me a Good Machine, Videography, and Marlboro Road Gang. This one I got today. Samuel Goldwyn Company movie from 1987. And now onto the DVDs I borrowed from the library, which there are 14 of them. These first 4 are brand new titles from either this year or last year. Call Me a Blumhouse and Platinum Dunes. One of few Blumhouse movies that's rated G de conseiller aux jeunes enfants. Studio Distribution Services DVD from Universal. I believe this one's a reborrow. Paramount Animation movie Call Me a Hasbro Entertainment, Bayhem Films, D-Bone Adventure Pictures, and New Republic Pictures. Brand new title from earlier this year. Or not earlier this year, but from a couple of months ago. Columbia Pictures movie Columbia Studio Canal and Marmalade Pictures. Also a Stage 6 Films, even though their logo is not shown on the back. Not only US, but the UK. I did the opening to this on both Crave and Super Écran. Columbia Pictures movie, Columbia SK Global and RK Films. This is the last movie to use the regular Columbia Pictures logo, as they would later change over to the 100 Years logo until the release of Kraven the Hunter. And not only did Sydney Sweeney star in this movie, but she was also an executive producer as well. Also, Columbia Olive Bridge Entertainment. (1941) Republic Pictures movie, released on DVD by Olive Films under the license from Paramount. This DVD is out of print because Olive Films is currently defunct. All of their releases are out of print, actually, as a matter of fact. This is a documentary about the making of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. 1428 Films movie, released by Image Entertainment, was released on DVD by RLJ Entertainment. Quebec documentary film. I believe this is a British movie. It was released in the US by Shout Studios. I could be wrong for that one, though. This is another movie that's currently out of print on physical media. Touchstone Pictures movie, Call Me with the Samuel Goldwyn Company, which is kind of interesting. Rest in peace to Penny Marshall, who directed this movie. And also rest in peace to Whitney Houston. French movie, released on DVD by MGM and 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. This one, Saison et plus pour Autisme and R in Canada. Spoiler, not the only Criterion media I have for this update. Spy number 502. German movie. Sorry I'm clearing my throat a lot in this video. I just finished eating dinner only a few minutes before recording. Not only US, but Japan. This movie was originally released by New World Pictures. This DVD is released by Ego? Never heard of that company. This one's Saison et plus pour Viennos and 14A. However, in Alberta, or no, I think it was Ontario. This is R in Canada. And this movie was almost banned in the UK due to its excessive violence, from what I've heard. Robin Williams' final movie performance. May he rest in peace. I think this movie was originally released by Magnolia Pictures. Released on DVD by VVS Films here in Canada. Here's the last DVD. Premiere entertainment movie released on DVD by VVS Films here in Canada. Despite being rated 14A for graphic violence, this is 13 ans et plus with no rating reason. Just fucking confusing and weird. And now onto the Blu-rays. Warner Bros. Movie Columbia Virtual Studios and Initial Entertainment Group. 2006 Blu-ray, so... Is it 2006? No, 2007, actually. 2007 Blu-ray. My Third Dimension Extreme title in the collection, and the first one I have on Blu-ray. The other two I have are Inside and Dirty Sanchez the Movie, which are both the DVD releases. Weinstein Company Movie, released on Blu-ray by Alliance here in Canada. Recipes to George A. Romero, who wrote and directed this movie. This was one of his final completed films. Not on the US, but Canada and Spain. Universal Movie was released on Blu-ray by Entertainment One here in Canada. And Guillermo del Toro was an executive producer on this movie. And this movie was released when Universal was turning 100 years old. This one I got on the advice of my dad, as he's a huge fan of Apple products and Steve Jobs in general. Originally released by Open Road, it was released on Blu-ray by Remstar and Universal Studios. Columbia Pictures movie. Ignore the background noise. My parents are watching a movie on Netflix. Considering this is an older Sony Blu-ray, it has inside artwork. This one I got earlier this afternoon. And I saw this movie in theaters back when it came out. Awesome movie. And I did see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in 2023. Also an awesome movie. Columbia Pictures movie, Columbia Sony Pictures Animation, Marvel, and Pascal Pictures. Second here. There we go. And now for the last three, which all three of these I got at a store called Victor. Which I know is a fucking weird-ass name for a store, but whatever. I do know the 4K of this recently came out, but I'm fine with this Blu-ray. 979 West German movie, released on Blu-ray by Scream Factory. This is now my third Scream Factory title I have in the collection. The other two being Trick or Treat and The Babadook, which The Babadook is the DVD release. Trick or Treat's the Blu-ray. Inside artwork is the same, only with a white background, so I'm not going to bother showing it. My third Arrow Video Blu-ray. The other two being Donnie Darko and Legend. 1999 Japanese movie. This one's 18 ans et plus pour violence et horreur and R in Canada. I hear this movie is supposed to be pretty fucking messed up. And now onto the one 4K I got. A movie I've been looking for the absolute longest time, and now I finally have it. Spy number is 1259. And this is the movie that won the Academy Award for Best Picture of this year. Neon movie coming out Filmation Entertainment and Cree Film is released on Blu-ray and 4K by Criterion. This one saison est plus pour érotisme et langage vulgaire and 18A. This is also now my third 4K I have in the collection. The other two being Midsommar and Wonder Woman. And also my very first Criterion 4K. And there's this booklet, which I will go through really quickly. There we go. And now into the two CDs I got. Not gonna bother going into the booklet. I do like this band, so I figure I'd get this CD. As One Last Breath is one of my favorite songs of all time.